We are about to visit the studios of Don Engler, who is a modest but extremely talented nature and landscape artist. I first met Don at a family gathering at a cousin's house, and I saw a painting he was working on, and I felt I had to share it with our Bluegrass and Backroads audience. Let's take a look.
I think I've always been interested in art. As far back as I can remember, that's all I wanted to do. In school, and anywhere I was always drawing. I had 10,000 Mona Lisas tore up in school because that's basically the only thing that in English, I would draw. In math, I would draw. I made straight A's in all my subjects, art, PE, lunch. And basically, that's all I did was draw. That's all I wanted to do. It gives me a sense of accomplishment when I come up with an idea in my mind. I can see it in my mind. I know what I want to do. Now, sometimes it doesn't turn out exactly what my mind has got in the picture, but it just gives me a full sense of fulfillment when I finish a painting. I look back at it and I think, do you like it? I don't think I have ever been completely satisfied with any piece of artwork that I've ever done. After I get done, I'll look at it and I think, I wished I spent more time doing this, or I wished I'd have spent more time doing that. It don't seem like that I have ever been completely satisfied. I just try to get better and better. The only art that I had was basically in what you have in junior high school or first, second grade. You know, you have a little bit of art, but as far as going to school, everything that I've looked at what other artists have done and tried to duplicate. I'd look at it and say, you know, I think I could do that, and I would try, and I just, eventually I guess I started getting a little bit better anyhow. I had one teacher that really influenced me. There was a Mr. Gilbert at Valley High School, and he would have the other kids doing little collages and stuff. He'd pull me off to the side, and I would do just little art projects for the school or whatever. I guess he's seen something in me that I didn't know I had it myself. I'm more of what I guess you would call a traditionalist. I like to be able to paint a painting, and if somebody looks at it, they can tell what it is. I'm kind of like, my hero was Norman Rockwell. The man, I call him an artist. When he drew a picture, when he completed it, you could look at it and that picture said 1,000 words. You could actually put yourself into it. A lot of the younger people, they may not even know Norman Rockwell or of his art, but to me, he was probably, to me, the greatest artist that ever lived. I call myself more of an illustrator. I don't do just one subject. I can do pen and ink, I can do pencil drawings. I mostly work in acrylics now, but I don't do just birds. I can do birds, houses, boats, whatever you want me to draw, I can do it. After I got drafted and I come back from Vietnam, I got a job at A&M Engraving, and I worked as an apprentice commercial artist there for a while. And then the old Ben Snyder's department store, I was a fashion illustrator for them, and I did a little bit of work for J.C. Penney, so I'm doing fashion art. And then eventually I got a job at Fort Knox, and I was an illustrator for the United States government for 28 years. I did put together your FMs and your TMs, which are your field manuals, technical manuals. I did a lot of your pen and ink illustrations were how do you take apart a tank, kind of model car drawings, how do you take them apart, how you put them back together. And back when I started, you didn't have your computers that you have today. Every nut and bolt, everything had to be completely hand drawn. So that's where I gained a lot of my experience. And I was very, very lucky that I worked with a bunch of superb illustrators at Fort Knox. The National Wild Turkey Federation, I placed third in the nation with a painting of a turkey. And after I sold it, I wished 2 or 3 times, I thought, you know, that I wished I had it back. It's hard when you put your whole self into a painting, it's actually hard to get rid of it. This is my man cave. This is where I can come out. My wife, Shelley, she gets mad because she says, you're spending too much time in your art room. This is my hobby. This is my life. This is a way for me to kind of get away from it all. I come in here and I'll paint for 8 or 10 hours, and I could keep on painting. But she says, supper's ready, it's time to quit. But I could go on and on. When I get interested in a painting, I don't want to stop it.